No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, I gotta love it.
Fucking thing sucks.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Talking shit. OG show that started it all. Okay, we're now doing shows Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, Sunday 9:30 a.m. Tuesday 8 o'clock prime time, and Thursday for a YDBT daily. And every other day I get you a video. That is the commitment I have made to myself. Get you a video. Even if I got to give you a video of me chewing gum for 10 minutes, you will get a standalone video, car related, one way or another. I already got one cooking in the pot ready to go. Today we're going to talk about things tuners can't do in the tune. A lot of people out there think that we somehow have control of your pulley size in the tune. Yes, supercharged guys are asking for more boost via the tune. Hey, can you turn it up? Sure. Let me just send a revision for a 1-inch smaller pulley. Here you go. This tune, when you upload it, will make your 3.0 pulley a 2.4 pulley. Oh, wow. How'd you do that? No, it won't do it, dumbass. And you know what? Sometimes you kind of have to explain that to people. But we'll get talking about what we can and can't do, what we typically can and can't see, and what we're limited to when it comes to the tuning process. Guys, we're basically tied to data. And if we ain't got no data, we ain't got nothing going on. Okay, so let's say hi to the people here. Get after. We got Andy Ali or Andy Ali. Douche did it. Miguel Salazar, Gallo Bravo, Harley 4-door, SK Performance Jeff, or sorry, SK Jeff says F will do it live. Monty 540, Garage Bill Coyote, JD Swag Able, and JD Swag again. One of the mods, D-Rock Fox, Toodles, Rich 50, SK Jeff again, Toodles, three guys are talking. Victor Garza, Ray, Jared Wells, what's up, brother? Valley 10 speed. Took out the fastest Whipple in Cali with an ESS kit. Oof. Could you imagine? Good race, too. Got video of it. Badass shit. Congratulations, Valley 10 Speed. I'm really happy that you are proving me right when it comes to the NA guys. I just had a guy was going to go M5, ID 1700s, return style fuel system, Cobra Jet, and cams, NA. I said, why? Why? Let's go boost. Because the moment you feel 10 PSI on E85, all that bullshit you were doing in NA goes away. Just 10 PSI will change your mind. Kyle Wren, Central Florida Coyote says, what's up, Alex? Mustang Manriquez. Chupamel Weens in the house. Third Coast Coatings, Tito Razo, Thomas Akumbe, YouTube Corrupt, the other mod, HTFU grad. Where's the Matt 2011 GT? I'm waiting for him. He's the other mod. First Pasteles, Dave Redmond, Omega, Jacob, SK Jeff again, Diego, Andrew. There he is. Matt 2011 in the house. Abel, Black Cat, Gas Powered Stick. What's up, Alex? Aftad Ahmad. Michael Perez, Aaron Has, and Jacob Delon, Johnny, and Eliza. Okay, guys, so Mike Bravo, puro pinche 956 a la verga, cut in the house. 956 a la verga, cut. I almost got it down. I mean, that and the get the fuck out of here, or I'm out of here. I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. I almost have it down. So, yeah, Valley 10 Speed's out there gapping. Good for him. Good shit. So, I'm really happy that things are happening. So, okay, we've had a couple of people. What's up, Danny Bill? Mr. Danny Jimenez in the house. One of the better techs, like, anywhere. And I really appreciate good techs out there because, man, you guys are needed. And by the way, fuck all y'all that didn't hit the like button. 214 people on, 104 likes. Suck the fattest dick, please. Thank you. So, we've had a lot of people ask us to do things in the tune that we cannot do. And I try to explain things to people in the most simple way possible. And I try... And I came up with an example today with the guys on the chat that it made sense to me, but then Junior threw a wrench at it, which was funny because he's right that people would question your terminology. So real quick, we cannot add boost in the tune. I repeat, we cannot add tunes. Add
Yesterday's
boost
price
to the tune.
is not today's price.
I can't just hit a button and all of a sudden your car makes more boost. Okay? So typically I say if you have a supercharged car, pump gas, here's a tune, it's going to top out at 17 degrees. And the guy goes, "Can we turn it up?" I go, "No, it's pump gas." "Okay, I'm going to go 85. Sweet, sick. Here's an 85 tune. Badass. Can we turn it up?" "No, it's pretty much turned up all the way." "Why don't you add some more boost?" And at that moment, I realized this person does not know how many things work. And I mean, you don't have to be that mechanically inclined to understand that when your car is supercharged, I can't lower the pulley size in the tune. So a lot of people think, well, if you add timing to it, will it add boost? Not necessarily. It might make more power, but that doesn't mean I added boost. Adding boost is adding more air load. Okay, so let's say you take a data log and you are one of these guys that knows how to look at a log and you look at AFR like that matters. Like I was watching Steve Morris's videos. By the way, shout out to Steve Morris. That guy has the best videos on the fucking internet, like by far. That guy's so knowledgeable and speaks simply that I'm like, anybody can follow this guy. So he's out there showing you that he's running 12.5 AFR at watt. And I'm like, okay. On Holly with a big block and twin 90s? Sure, have at it, buddy. On a Coyote with 11-to-1 compression or 12-to-1 compression, E85? I ain't running you 12-to-5. Fuck all that shit. It's going to be low 11s, okay? Anyway, so typically I tell people, look, if you're going to look at a data log, if you're going to be one of those amateur data log reviewers because you want to see your own shit, air load is basically if the MAF data is right, if the injector data is right, and the air load is about 155 to 165, it's like 9 to 10 PSI, generally. So this is the way I look at it. How much horsepower does a Coyote make? Let's say 435. Let me get a calculator out. Shout out to the calculator. Calculator. Let's say a Coyote makes 435. Come on, move. There you go. Let's get the display capture up. There we go. 435 rear wheel horsepower. Okay? So let's just say your air load is 1.5. Well, typically, that's about 652 horsepower. Every Coyote at 10 PSI, if the MAF data is right, the injector data is right, 1.5 air load in the data log. And again, this is not scientific.
Yesterday's price.
It's not scientific.
Is not today's price.
Simply giving you a guideline, okay? Because I kind of in my head go, well, 1.5 air load makes about 620 wheel, right? 10 PSI Coyote manual makes about 650 something rear wheel horse, about 600 horsepower. Good. So let's just say you have a Coyote and it's making 2.0 air load. Well, look at it as two engines, guys. 1.5 air load, 1.5 engines. 2.0 air load, two engines. 435 horsepower times 2. Not scientific, but giving you a general way of looking at it. So my Mustang made 1.7 air load. Let's say 1.78. What did it make to the rear wheels, guys? 720 something. So at the crank, measuring behind your dick, 774. Let's say your Coyote makes 2.5. Whoa, 435 times 2.5. Well, there you go. This is the way my brain works, guys. And I'm hoping that you guys understand where I'm coming from because I can't tell you how much boost it's making. I can only tell you generally guesstimates just generally guesstimates how much the car is making. So how much boost did it make on the log? Unless you have a map sensor, I don't know. I have no freaking idea. But I go, well, it's making about 1.6 air load. 1.6 air load times your engine, about 600 horsepower to the rear wheel. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. How did you figure that out? Well, the math data is right. It's not trimming in fucking 15% fuel. It's not trimming out 50% fuel. It is 100% not scientific, but that is a pretty goddamn good guideline if you want to know how much power your car makes. My GT500 at 2.9 air load, 28 PSI, makes 1,100 wheel. And when you just fudge it like that to the rear wheels, it's about right. So I can only see air load. I can only see MAF frequency. And that's also skewed by the size of the tube. Like a P51 intake will see higher air load. Does that mean it's making more power? No. That means the frequency in the tube is higher because the velocity is higher because the tube is smaller. So I can't add boost on a supercharged combination. I can't add boost on a turbo combination. The only thing I can add is timing if you have the proper fuel. So we are handcuffed by the data you give us. Plain and simple. The data you give us, we're basically handcuffed by. Let me do this. Let me shut the door. Because I might want to turn on that smoke machine. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Tony. You got to sail for a little bit. There we go. I want to see what the smoke machine looks like with all this bullshit. It's gonna go right in my face. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, here it goes. It's literally gonna go in my face. I'm gonna die. Oh my lord. It's right in my face. There we go. Let's smoke this room out. So we can only see air load and we can only interpolate that data based on our experience. You know, and I gave you some fuzzy math so that you guys can at least get a clue or a sense as to what we put up with when it comes to that. So we need more smoke. Come on. Give me more of that. Oh, damn it. I got to wait for it to recharge. It's crazy. All right, let's get some of the questions. Guys, there are certain things we can do, certain things we can't do. Okay? Did you guys see some of the Ford Lightning towing tests? Yes. One channel put a Sierra towing an ATC camper versus a Ford Lightning, and how embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that? That you have to go out there and literally let people know that an electric truck can't tow. Like, the technology is not there, guys. We are not there in terms of technology, how much a truck can tow in terms of range. I'm sure it'll tow badass for 60 miles, but after that, it won't really do that much. So I saw that video. I thought that was pretty interesting. I also saw Throttle House's video where they actually took a Charger, a Blackwing, and a Lexus. I don't know why the hell they included the Lexus in there. Great video to watch. And also, Nick James on Facebook did something pretty cool. He actually posted a link to this, which is like a heritage website that Ford put up there. And I'll put the link up in the chat. Let me see if you guys give a shit. I'll put the link up in the chat. Is that it? That's not it. Let me go here. Copy. Boom. 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 And this is pretty cool. I thought you guys would enjoy this. If you're Ford people, I think this is pretty neat. So let's say, what are you looking for? I'm looking for old brochures. And remember we were talking about brochures before? Well, we were talking about like 1986 Mustang brochures or like the complete car lineups. And they actually put up all of the brochures and the legacy stuff for these vehicles. Now, in 1986, this was the lineup. I know you guys are probably bored with this, but us old heads love this shit. Look at what the F-150 looked like in 1986. Oh, my Lord. What an absolute toilet, right? Then you have the GT. Look at this. Guys, my car looked just like that. Guys, my car looked exactly like this. And that's why I want it back. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Bro, that bitch was bad. I love that car. Anyway, this is what was going on. So basically anything from the 60s to now. Let me look at 1970 fucking 2 or something. What's 1972? Let's see what's going on. But wait, oh Jesus Christ, we went forward. We went way into the future. 1972. The real old heads come up into place. Oh, look at this. This, I love that Ford did this. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that was pretty cool. The Heritage Vault. And this is what was the lineup in 72. The 72 Bronco wagon. I don't know why that's there. The F100, the Mustang, the hardtop. What the hell? Look at this. The Sprint Edition? What the fuck is happening? Senior must be losing his mind. Look at the Thunderbird, son. The E300, the Gran Torino. Oh, my Lord. So, guys, go to the link that I put up in the chat, and I think it's a pretty neat thing that Ford gave you access to the Heritage Vault, and you're able to see some really, look at this Gran Torino. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I could see Clint Eastwood right now pointing his gun to you-know-who, telling him to get the fuck off the lawn. Look at this stuff. Badass. Good for you, Ford. Look at this four-door Torino. Oh, my, look at the wheels. Stop it. Stop it with that stuff. So I thought that was a pretty neat thing to look at in case if you guys want to look at some old brochures and stuff. I think Ford did a pretty good job with that stuff. All right, let's get to some of the questions, comments, talk some shit. What's up, brother? Saludos from the ATL. Got that. Reverse light switch is acting up on the car. Gonna need you to send a revision, Alex. Right. What they do is they typically say some stuff like that, and they think that's helping me. And I'm like, dude, that's not helping me. What's actually gonna help me is some data. Hey, the car's starting weird. Something's going on with it. Do you know what it could be? And I'm like, did you take a video, a data log, anything? Like, is there anything I can go by? We are data driven 100%. I can't sit there and guess the night away. Waiting for my drive shaft balancing tune. Right. What's good, homie? Not feeling great today? I'm home, says smile. I was going to talk about another chargeback. Junior finally had to post it. No. So, JD Swag, I don't know if I can talk about how much money we have been asked to refund. Now, this is what's happening. A lot of people, and I don't know how this came about, but, oh, Jesus, guys, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I want to make sure I remember to mention the sponsor. Sorry about that, guys. 2 Auto Solutions, Calumet Transmission, Don't My God Cookies. Are we giving away cookies today? Are we giving away cookies today? Look at the Porch Farm logo. Are we giving away cookies? I'm not sure if we're giving away cookies, but I am giving away, guess, this is funny as shit because everyone knows my history with JLT. We're giving away 2 JLT catch cans. I think it's a version 3.0. So a gentleman who wishes to remain anonymous, he doesn't want the notoriety. He doesn't even want his name out there. But every once in a while on Peasant Chats, he'll do little giveaways here and there. And he said, hey, Alex, if you don't mind, if I can go ahead and, where is it? Where did he send me? I wonder on what email he sent that to me in, because I want you guys to show you. So basically, we're going to be giving away 2 catch cans, but where the heck is he? I'm going to have him maybe resend it to me. Basically, we're giving away 2 JLT catch cans, which is kind of funny to me because given my history with JLT, it is kind of funny. But anyway, back on the chargeback stuff. A lot of people are ordering tunes and then not saying anything for a month. Then all of a sudden, they're asking for refunds. Hey, I crashed my car. I want a refund. And, we're good people, so we usually refund it back. But I think that cost us money. And if you guys knew how much we refund per month, I think you guys would be taken aback because of the sheer volume. Now, very explicitly on our website, on the Lund Racing website, it will say, no refunds. Sorry. You buy a tune. You crash your shit before you were able to flash it and sorry. What? That's it. We're done. We're done giving refunds for those type of excuses because a lot of people buy tunes and dip out. So I'm thinking they buy a tune. They try to have it read. Yes, I think that happens. They try to have it read. And then they're like, well, I can't read it, so it's useless to me. Can I have a refund? Nick Rogers gave me $10. Thank you very much. Send some super chats, you freeloaders, and JD Swag's in the house. Like the video, peasants, exactly like the video. So a lot of people are going, give me a tune, $800 or whatever it is. A month later, hey man, me and my wife are getting divorced, and I really need that money back because I'm like, Wait. There's a no refund policy. So we have been giving refunds because we're nice people. That's done. So if you're going to go out there, buy a tune, understand all sales are final. And we are done giving refunds back to people regardless of the excuse. I don't care about your hard luck case, because more often than not, I think a lot, in my opinion, Alex's opinion, not Lund Racing, I think a lot of people buy a tune, try to read it out. When they can't, the shop's like, well, I can't do nothing. By the way, shout out to the shop that told one of our tuners today, hey, I can't read their tune. Something's wrong. Well, what do you mean? Well, I want my tuner, my local tuner, to tune the car, and he can't access your tune. And I'm like, right, so why don't you have him tune the car? Does he want a already done vetted tune so that he can finish it, aka add 2 degrees? And he won't know where to add 2 degrees. I'm going to be honest with you guys. He will not know where to add 2 degrees. To the tune? To say his tune made more power? No more refunds for you. EPA Melissa in the house. Are we giving away cookies or not? I don't know what's happening. Messing around with an electronic bypass controlled by the throttle position signal. Is this going to create a tune issue? Probably. It all depends, because you seem to be pretty smart. Matt 2011 GT, you seem to know what's going on. The bypass shutting and opening has to be kind of on a delayed. It can't be direct. But you know that the bypass has to be recirculated, right? If it goes into open atmosphere, the air that was measured at the MAF goes into the blower, then goes off to atmosphere. That's not going to work. Then you're basically having a very rich signal situation happen when air that was measured, now does not get combusted by the engine. And now you're going to be like, it's going to have a crazy, weird, rich condition. Time to try a dig at the track. Valley 10 speed. You're gonna need probably some sticky tires, a first gear leave because of the centrifugal, or if you have a converter, a second gear leave, and maybe a trans brake is your huckleberry, sir. Yes, every Tuesday. Okay, guys, we're giving away cookies. So we're giving away cookies, and we are giving away some JLT catch cans. Maybe the guy doesn't know that I'm not particularly fond of JLT, but at least he's been made aware, or at least maybe now he knows. But if he's giving them away, I'm not. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to choose somebody that either makes me laugh or someone that wants the catch cans, give you guys the catch cans. They're the 3.0 versions. And then we're going to give away cookies to whoever either makes me laugh or says something really fucking stupid. Alex, the Vortic on the 85 on the 3.4 shifting at 7800, wanted to know your opinion on my current setup versus a 3.3 lower shift 73. I think you're severely overthinking shit, bro. I think you're just severely overthinking shit. Let's say a 3.4 pulley shifting at 7,800. Well, what's the impeller speed? So I don't know if Vortec has a chart, but do they have a chart that tells you the impeller speed? 3.4 pulley, 7,800 RPMs. Okay, now what's the impeller speed? 3.3 pulley, 7,300 RPMs. That's what you got to figure out. The 3.3 is going to make more torque, but the 3.4 is going to make more horsepower if you spin it higher. That's just how it works. Trying to install a clutch tamer while listening to you. Now that's funny. Has anyone actually had success with one of those things where it's like a clutch slipping mechanism? Like, how consistent is that? Yeah, I've never even messed with one because I have this thing called a left foot. So I don't necessarily see the advantage of a clutch tamer. Now, a Black Magic slipper long arm style clutch, yes, I understand that. But a conventional diaphragm style twin disc clutch, like, you can't slip an RXT. It's just not going to happen. Love the show, Alex. Keep up the great content. FLKA, always FLKA. Amory, what's good? They're going to cry like the guy who purchased your red car. Here's $10. Enjoy a cup of coffee on me, unless I need this money back later, says Ferocious Bumblebee. Hey, my dad died in the truck of my red car. Can I get a refund so I can have the money to get him a headstone? He never asked for a refund. The guy who bought my car, the guy who bought my red car, never asked for a refund. But the problem he did was he took things off of the car and asked for more money. I sold him the car for $25,000 with some nice RTSs, Cam Loeb tune. I stupidly gave him an engage like a dumbass. I should have just kept that engage. But I did because I thought he was going to actually build the car. He gave me this whole sob story on how he was going to build the car with his dad, mom, father-son project. Then 2 days later, it was being flipped without wheels and less shit for $5,000 more. And I'm like, sorry. And then everyone's asking me about it. What could these limp mode and a code that describes 2 different TPS signals, says Jacob Delaone. Jacob, if you have TPS codes, it's time to look at the throttle body or the harnesses. I have a gentleman right now, I think his name is Darren, and he's like, hey, my car shut off and I got TPS circuit codes. I'm like, the car is telling you what's wrong. The car is telling you what's wrong. TPS correlation circuit codes. You either have a bad TPS sensor, bad wiring, fucked up wiring, pin pushed out. It's literally telling you what the deal is. Matt says it's the internal bypass in the TVS. When it opens and recycles through the blower, not open atmosphere. Good, that's the way to do it. D-Rock Fox says he's getting a 3-8 Whipple. Goal around 11 to 1200, 130 or 150. If you can get a 150, I think that's better for those goals. Now, understand this, guys. Every Whipple throttle body should be mounted without the gasket. I repeat, should be mounted without the gasket. Now, why do I say that? What's happening is, in my opinion, not scientific, is that people are mounting this throttle body on and they're ugga-dugga. I've seen people take out spark plugs with an impact and I want to punch them in the face. But people have gotten accustomed to their Milwaukee doing all the... And what happens is, on a square surface... Do I have a throttle body up there? I thought I had a throttle body up there. On a square surface, if the other surface is not perfectly square and you have binding, well, the blade inside the shaft might have a tough time because it has very tight clearances in the bore. It might have a tough time if it's distorting the mounting mechanism. It might distort. So I tell people, take the throttle body out, take the gasket out, scrape all the goop, put a little bit of Permatex or sealer, put it on and lightly, bring it down, then let it set and then go, hand tight, snug. And that will lessen the probability that it binds the mount because of the mounting, and it less possible to bind up the throttle. All 132s, all 150s should get that treatment. All 150s and all 32s should get the treatment. Will deleting my meows mess with air load? No. Well, think of it this way, Greg. If you delete meows, it might flow more air. Let's say you're at 1.0 air load with kitties. If you take them out and it flows a little bit more air, well, it might be like 1.02, 1.03. It won't affect it enough to be an issue. Order the heads, cam, and long tube for the Z. Blow my load all at once. Do you know what I am saying? Good for you. Software can't change hardware, only optimize it. Apparently, Jimmy Jams, we can change pulley size via a tune. And people need to be made aware that that's not a thing. We can't change mechanical items with a tune. We can only monitor, observe, report, and suggest what's happening. But when it comes to physically adding more air to the combustion event, that's all up to you, buddy. 100%. I'm sure you've answered this before, but a buddy of mine has a 19 GT tuned by Ford Racing. He has an SCT tuner. Can you guys tune with that device, or does he need to get an RTD? He needs to get an RTD. SCT. By the way, should I get into that shit? Nah. No one has really complained about the EPA stuff after I called them one a Tory. A Kingsman. But I think SCT, I don't know if it's rumored that they're being sold. And I'm blown away that, like Honda, right? Everyone talked about PFI speed getting popped because Honda, he sold Honda ECUs, right? Maybe if my terminology is wrong, I apologize. But Honda is still in business. SCT got popped. That's fact. SCT got popped. Honda supposedly 8 years ago got popped. So if Honda and SCT got popped, and then they pay their fine or they do whatever they need to do to get right, they still are allowed to be in business. You, as an agency, cannot double dip. That would be double jeopardy. You cannot fault the manufacturer for selling a device, finding them, letting them conduct business, and then finding anyone else that distributes said product. I think that's like saying, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say I shot somebody with a gun. And then, I got off with a slap on the wrist. No, that's not good because then it's the person, not the gun. That's not a good example. Dude, you cannot dip in twice. You hit up SCT, you hit up Honda. You can't hit up anyone else and PFI Speed for doing the exact same thing Honda and SCT did. Make a device and they installed it. Big deal. Why not totally put them out of business and not... Why? Well, we know the answer. Why, right? We know the answer. Money. Why else would the EPA said, hey, we'll allow you to operate as long as you pay us? That's literally a mobster coming into your block and saying, hey, yo, what's going on here? Ho! Nice little gym you got going on here. Oh, rent's $2,000 a month. Actually, no, rent's $800. I got a good deal. No. You pay rent to the landlord. You also pay rent to us. And we'll allow you to stay in business. It sounds like mob shit. And I thought it was super fucked up. And I think some people use that argument against the EPA to say, hey, by the way, Honda got popped. You can't hit up the people they're selling their shit to. SCT got popped, and I'm using SCT. Why am I getting popped for using a product that got popped? Weird. Yo, Alex, I need to refund y'all sent me for my tour or whatever. Yeah, everybody. Any Coyote stock racer has figured out a tamer. Okay. I think all Coyote stock racers use like a Black Magic style clutch, don't they? Maybe I'm wrong. Technically, they can send out 3D printing plans for a pulley, right? Technically. PK says, Alex, Vortec does have a charge-based RPM range on pulley size. It's critical because you don't want to overspin the head unit, specifically on sealed head units. So just need to sit there and figure out what's more likely to hurt your car. A 3.4 on 7800 or a 3.3 at 7300. Alex, my girlfriend broke up with me. When can I expect my refund? What's up? FLK for life, King Kale. I heard people have paired them with spec clutches, but I don't know how true that is from my source. They're talking about the clutch tamers. Can you tune Joe Biden so he doesn't fall off the bikes anymore? Size 8 feet. You gotta. What was I talking about? Rumors about last top dog Hellcat would be made E85. Don't know what I'm talking about. Literally shit myself last week when you was talking about the Indians and the fossil fuels. $34,000 16 GT but performance package, 18,000 miles buy or pass. Dude, you give me $34,000, I'll give you my 19 GT for $34,000. Performance pack. No gasket. There you go. Putting 456 in my Gen 3 swap Fox this weekend. Don't fear the gear. Exactly. Let's get all the Honda is what PFI got hit for selling Honda. I know that. That's straight extortion. Punishable by fine means legal for price. That's how cartels do it in Mexico. They have a list of their customers and others in the industry. Exactly. What do you think was the sauce for your top 3 most viewed videos? Maybe you should start putting your hand in every thumbnail like Street Speed. What the fuck's he talking about? Chupan me wing. That's funny though. Will change the timing decent amount on nitrous change the nitrous amount used? No. Told my friend had a leak, but he had me thinking since jet size stayed the same. No. Your nitrous amount will not be used up more if you have, like, let's say you have a size 70 jet in your nitrous and you hit it. Only depending on the pressure of the bottle. Do you know how nitrous works? Depending on the pressure of the bottle, it's just going to come out at the same time. It's just pressure versus orifice, and it's kind of straightforward, I would think. Fine means illegal only. Fine means illegal only if you can't pay. Finding anyone that's selling illegal stuff is stupid. It's legitimate if it's legitimately purchased. It's only the manufacturer. It's on the manufacturer, not the people buying from them. Right. So if PFI Speed was selling a legal product, Honda got hit years before then. Then 8 years later, someone else sells Honda stuff. Well, how the fuck can they get fined? How can they get fined? I don't understand it. Flaming for being a noob, but what the fuck is a Black Magic stock clutch? Oh my lord, oh my lord. Would rather have an RTD than an STD. Heyo. Is there any chance we might get a new N-Gage predecessor now that the EPA took a hit? Kyle Ren, the EPA getting slapped on the wrist does not automatically mean everything's good. Like, why do people think that that's the case? You still have to fight everything that's been litigated, everything that's happened in court, and you use that as a precedent. Maybe you guys don't understand legal terminology, but you can't just say, well, the EPA took a hit based on emissions, so we're good, right? No. The EPA is still going to do dumb shit. If anything, it'll urge the EPA to get after it quicker because they know their days are numbered. They know their days are numbered. So they're going to go, well, if everyone's going to start suing the EPA, let's just get these fines and maybe let's say we get 50 people fined. 30 of them pay, and that's worth it to us, and let the other 20 litigate all day, and we can keep them in the court system for 15 years, wasting money on lawyers until they either pay or go away. What's up, Tony? What's up, Tony? How you doing, buddy? Tony, it's been a while since a lot of people haven't seen you in the chat, so let me get the two auto solutions and the guys up here so they can see you in the chat again. Have you tried Don't My God Coffee? Gonna order some. Yes, very good stuff. AOC or Sarah Palin? AOC's hotter than Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin's hot right now. I mean, old. AOC's crazy, but you know what happens with crazy chicks like that? They give the best head. They got the super whop. It's dumb shit. The clutch tamer is a hydraulic control. We all know what it is, but think about it. How is that different than burning up your clutch? Let's say you go brrr, and you let go and it goes boom. Whereas the long arm style clutch does it totally different than a slip situation like that. It's all based on centrifugal force, not a slow application of the clutch. Not a predecessor, a successor. Hey, Alex, I have an ACT Avalon tune I bought 3 or 4 years ago. You probably already answered this question, but would I have to get an RTD? Yes. Look, guys, we don't fuck with SCT anymore. We don't fuck with SCT anymore. It's over. It's done. We don't fuck with them anymore. It's done. Don't even ask. Johnny. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. We don't fuck with them anymore.
Nothing is over. Nothing.
Let's see who hit me up.
You just don't turn it off.
Yeah, we don't fuck with them, so stop it. Where's Tony? Tony's right here. Tony right here chilling. He's been a good boy. He's chilling. Trump or DeSantis? I don't want DeSantis to leave Florida. I love DeSantis, and I don't want him to ever leave Florida. So let Poppy Trump back in there. Tony just walked to the hot box. All that smoke. Amber Heard or AOC? Amber Heard. Bro, Amber Heard all day. People can't understand how tuning works, and you expect them to know the legal system, Alex? Like, do you know what the word precedent means? Do you know what case law means? No. I forgot how awesome the Parts Farm logo was. Yes, it's pretty awesome. Is there any gain from going from 93 to 85 on a 7 GT with a Vortex? Really? And Zach, no. You can. We've answered this question a million times, Zach Davis. I don't know who you've been talking to. If you're a fan of this show and you've been a fan of this show for over a year or two, you know the answer to this question. We have never tuned a booster pump Mustang boosted on the 85. And I put out a video showing why. Do you guys remember the video of me in the white car with a 3.6 pulley on E85 and a booster pump? I did it on this channel. I showed you what happens and why we don't do it. My God. If only you could tune out the customer's stupidity. Look, I love Trump. The problem is going to be that I don't want DeSantis leaving Florida. If DeSantis leaves Florida, any stupid ass... Florida's full of stupid motherfuckers. There's a lot of stupid people here. And they'll vote for catchy phrases and dumb shit. DeSantis is kind of a stiff when it comes to his presentation. Trump's done it. He's already been president, so I'd rather him get in there. I see videos on YouTube where people making 650 with the ESS Sentry with 6 PSI belt. A 6 PSI belt? Wow. So, let me ask you, where can I get those 30 PSI belts? Hey guys, anyone know where I can get one of them 30 PSI belts? I didn't know that I can add boost just by changing the belt. Okay, so guys, show me where these belts are at, and I'll absolutely get me one of those belts. I think my GT500 needs 2 more PSI to be at 30 PSI. So I think I'm going to get a 30. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I get a 30 PSI belt? Oh my God. I wonder if all the cuz lost when you talk about airload, Alex. They probably switch back to Freddy LSX until you're done. Orale, Ale. Here we go, Alex. Alex, we always think Alex is a little suspect and a little gay. And now he comes out with this fucking math. And he's like, what the hell is 1.5 times 435? Ah, puro pinche 956 a la verga. Oh my God. Losing DeSantis would be a big problem. Some people spell precedent as president. Yesterday's BAP is not today's returns fuel system. Alex, people talk about horsepower at the crank and horsepower at the wheels. Why not horsepower to the diff? Oh my God. Let's keep the comedy to me. Thank you. Should I sell my SCT device and get an N-Gauge for my Gen 1? Good luck finding an N-Gauge. And if you want to get tuned by us, you can either use an unmarried HP Tuners N-Gauge, a Lund Racing N-Gauge, or an RTD. Plain and simple. Why do people cheap out on fuel? I have no idea. The white car cracked the ringland because of that video. Most likely, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. What are you talking about? What the fuck is a 6 PSI belt? Right. Give him the cookies. My car does a weird thing when I'm downshifting into high RPMs, where there is no throttle response for a second unless I tap the floor with it. If it was a couple seconds, is this normal? No, that is not normal. Mustang Lifestyle sells 30 PSI belts. 30 PSI belts in AutoZone, absolutely. 6 rib, right. Speaking of stupid people, how was your 4th? Florida man start popping off there yesterday? It was fine, dude. I went to you're old or getting old when you don't want to go to see fireworks, not because you don't like fireworks, because you don't want to get caught in traffic. Florida's full of stupid motherfuckers, right? And then you go to a area where stupid motherfuckers are concentrated, tightly packed together, looking at fireworks. And then you have to leave the parking lot with fucking 15,000 of your closest friends. It's not a good time. Irving says, hey, Alex, can the stock 6 already hold 800 horsepower? Not for long. Or what upgrades do you recommend? The car is mostly daily, but see track once a month. Honestly, if you're going to track the car once a month at 800 rear wheel horsepower, you're going to need a full rebuild, in my opinion. Like clutches, intermediate shaft. You might want to start looking at a billet planetary also. Maybe you don't think you need one at 800 wheel, but I've seen stock forward planets explode at 600 to 800 rear wheel horsepower easily. Mine did. Mine exploded and took out the whole trans. Look at that video too. So a billet planet, forward shaft, intermediate, pretty much a whole fucking rebuild. 30 PSI belt on your dad's guts. I have a Flacon 69-inch boost belt. Typically, the fatter you are, the more PSI your belt needs to hold. Alex killed his neighbor's chicken. So where is the bottom here? Okay, Alex, is there a point where you will stop tuning the N-Gauge as well? Well, no. No, I don't think there will ever come a day, as long as N-Gauges are around, unless someone makes us stop, that we will stop tuning the Lund Racing N-Gauge. Understand this, guys. That bitch is 10 years old. That bitch is 10 years old. Eventually, the screen's going to stop working. The touch screen is going to be an issue. The cable is going to have an issue. It's not going to want a data log. Certain things, it's just a time thing. So eventually they'll go away. I am very lucky. I'm a very lucky guy that I got mine I got them all. Like Pokemon. I got them all. So I'm holding on to them bitches forever. SK Jeff says, Alex, will I get more power going from 10 PSI to 91 or 40 PSI and 85 with my GT350? PO100 MAF code caused by any other issue other than the tune or bad MAF sensor? How is a tune going to cause a PO100? How is a tune going to cause a MAF sensor code? How is a tune going to cause a MAF sensor code? Please tell me how a tune is going to cause a MAF sensor code. My lord, my lord, my lord. How can I teach these kids? The part from logo, given the engine is a Huss, does that mean it's Cobb tune? I'm sorry. Hey, Alex, I just had a 6F stall installed, and I got a P0755 shift solenoid B. Any advice? Yeah, your shit's fucked. Your transmission, it's on its way out, or you're low on fluid. If you recently got work done on the car, and you are having shift solenoid issues, you might have shift solenoid issues. Like the car's telling you what's wrong, dude. So you either have low fluid, or some issue with the lead frame or the valve body. Besides the jokes, I actually found a really good deal on adjustable shocks on the parts farm yesterday, or a 4R200. At 800 wheel, JD, unless he's looking to go 373s, I wouldn't recommend a 4R200 or 3R200, which is going to be called, because there will no longer be an overdrive option because you motherfuckers ruined it for everybody. Alex, in my F-150, I drive mostly in sport mode. I don't know why. I've heard you say that all the sauce is in normal mode for the Mustangs. Can we put the sauce in sport mode? Nope. Do it our way. Let's not do it your way. Plain and simple. You want the sauce? You want to race? You race in drive. What's it say here? Is a studded Gen 2 with a TVS and a 69mm pulley gonna live? For a little while. Alex, being home with your dog on the 4th is a good excuse. Look, Tony, I went out like an idiot because my girlfriend wanted to go out. And she quickly realized why not to go out on the 4th in Florida. HCFU grad says, Alex, I logged my boost gauge. I got 17 PSI pre-intercooler and 11.5 PSI at the manifold. Have you seen a bypassed intercooler with meth, small nitrous shot in cool weather for glory, track pass, Gen 3 Vortec JT? What the fuck did he say? Have you seen a bypassed intercooler with meth and... So no intercooler. Straight ass. Right into the shit. I mean... That's on you, buddy. I would prefer the air gets cooled, and I wouldn't rely on a chemical intercooler or aftercooler. I wouldn't rely on a chemical aftercooler. You're basically saying no intercooler from supercharger, hot fucking air, sucked in, compressed, pushed back into the car, and hope that meth cools it. Vaya con Dios. On my twin turbo car, I seem to hit the boost cutoff before the target 11 PSI. It's like hitting a rev limiter when I'm a little more than half throttle, 4 to 8 PSI. Should I set the controller up for boost by RPM? I've seen a lot of people do this weird thing where they set overboost 1 pound above their target boost. Guys, set your overboost 3 pounds above it. And if the issue goes away, ta-da! It's not that hard. Well, that's a stupid advice. Okay, cool. Keep hitting overboost then. Thank you, Kyle Ryan, for the $10. I just don't understand how people are making 650 with only 6.7 PSI. Oh my God. Does anyone want to tell him? Does anyone want to tell Brandon Paget why the ESS blower with a 7 PSI rated pulley makes 650? Does anybody want to tell Mr. Brandon Paget why a ESS blower with a 7 PSI rated pulley makes 650 wheel? Go. Go. Math scaling wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Math scaling wrong. Go ahead, guys. Tell Mr. Paget why a ESS makes 650 on a 7 PSI pulley. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Getting a PO111. Do you think it's a shift solenoids? Right. Tell them the cop pays too and didn't throw that cord on other cars. Exactly. Just slapping AODE in the car, dropping a like. My F-150 does the downshift rev matching in sport mode. Oh, so are you racing downshifting, Harley 4-door? So wait, you want the sauce in sport mode, but you only enjoy sport mode for the downshift rev matching. So when you drive around and you want downshift rev matching, you put it in sport mode. If you want to race, You put it in drive and floor it, and it upshifts. I want the sauce in sport mode so that it downshift rev matches. ESS rates boost at lower RPM. There you go. And he doesn't know what that means. He does not know what that means. Hey, Brandon, this is why. Their pulleys are rated at 7,000 RPMs. What do you think happens when you spin it up to 7,800 RPMs? You make more boost. Even Vortec rates their pulleys up to 7,200 RPMs. Because what's the factory rev limiter on these Mustangs? 6,850 or so. So when you have a 7 PSI belt, and you rev it up to 8,000 RPMs, it makes 10 PSI. Oh! Wait, do you think that a pulley stops making boost? That is, the centrifugal stops making boost regardless of RPM? Do you know that a centrifugal makes more boost the higher you spin it? Because they rate the 7 PSI at 6,700 RPMs. Coyote's rev to 7,500 RPMs, which therefore will have more PSI, which equals more power. Hey, Alex, getting a P100 after installing a Lund tune. Can I get a refund? I was expecting perfection, and now I can't pass the state inspection because of the codes. My other tune doesn't throw codes. Alex, I failed inspection. Okay, what are the codes? P0420, 430. Do you have cats? No. Then why are you hitting me up if you failed inspection because you removed the cats? My girlfriend is getting fat and refuses to lose weight. Can we tune her? What was the recommended transmission replacement for my crappy 3156 19350R NA, an MT82 D4 from a GT? Trader in for a smaller model. I have my OBS overboost set up 4 PSI above. Fuel pressure is all good too. Not sure if it's setting I'm missing in the e-boost too, but I knew the twin turbos. Car runs great though, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, then you just have to get someone that's really familiar with the boost controller, dude, and let them play with it until everything's good. Homeboy has a clutch on his blower drive. Let's go, Brandon. Poor dude. There's nothing better in the world than a Coyote swap Fox body, and he's gone. I added more boost to my torque stone by replacing the factory belt. Man, wait. And now, with the Gucci belt, let's get out of here. Rest in peace, Brady. Braden is done. Just jumping in while watching at the hospital for a little stress relief. Man, is this the peasant show? Wait, I don't get it, Alex. How can an ESS make 700 horsepower on a 7 PSI pulley? I mean, what's his face did it? Xander did it. 7 PSI, 700 horsepower. Whoa! What an insanely efficient blower. Meanwhile, you put an actual boost gauge. If you put a boost gauge on a 7 PSI pulley ESS at 7,800 RPMs, I bet you that motherfucker's making 11 or 12 PSI. Bet me. P100, not P100. The disconnected battery test, not run code. Okay, just rev it. It nosedives. It done. Got it. But ported SI50 got its sentimental value. There's nothing better. This is Peasant Chat Premium. He's not wrong. It is Peasant Chat with paid questions. MT82, it done. How many accounts does Turvey have? Oh, Xander can get it. Yeah, exactly. Valley 10 speed is now a serious contender on the West Coast, guys. You know, a lot of people think that we give people like Valley 10 speed, Cuban Coyote, 661 Racing, special stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. What does Valley 10 speed do that other people don't do? He data logs. Hey, Alex, I went and did a 60 to 130. Here it is. And it runs 5.0. And he goes, do you think there's anything left in it? Sends me the draggy, sends me the data log. And I go, are you okay shifting it a little higher? Because when you spin a centrifugal higher, you make more boost. You know what Valley 10 speed said? Let's try it. And I said, and by the way, I'm going to turn off torque reduction in this tune. Are you okay with that? Let's try it. Boom. In the 4s, 60 to 130. Then he says, Alex, I got a race coming up. I can't be fucking around. I said, I am going to give you the most timing I'm comfortable giving you. You cool with that? He says, yup. Goes out there, does a 60 to 130. Everything looks wonderful. My job is done. He did the work. So a lot of people out there saying, well, why Alex pays more attention to Valley 10 Speed, Cuban Coyote, 661 Racing. You know why I pay more attention to them? Because they data log more. They go out and test. 661 Racing goes out to the middle of bumfuck Vegas somewhere and has a private road and tests at 3 in the morning. By the time I wake up, turn on my system, I have data logs from 661. I have data logs from Valley 10 Speed. I have data logs from Ozzy, or used to, with his turbo car. That's why I pay attention to them more. They data log. If you are expecting everything Sauce City on the first rip, bro, you got it way fucked up. But Alex, I want to put it in sport mode when I want to drive sporty, not normal. My ESS 6 PSI pulley made 9 PSI on a mechanical boost gauge at 7,500 RPMs. There you go. Just because their pulley size says 7 PSI does not mean it's only going to see 7 PSI. Put a tornado inside your intake and call it a day. Fix my bank 1, bank 2 short-term fuel trim balance issue by running a dedicated lines from the regulator. Deadhead, still returning from the regulator. Crossover was too restrictive. Race video or it didn't happen. Can I post it? Hey, Valley 10 Speed. Can I put the video up? He raced a fast Whipple car, supposedly fast Whipple car, in Cali with Bellax and carbon doors. And homeboy took care of it. What did he say here? Okay, let me see. Where's Valley? There we go. Here he is. Yep. If Valley 10 Speed allows me to play these videos, I'll play them for you guys because badass shit. Valley 10 Speed said yes. Beautiful. No, nobody's won cookies yet, and the catch cans. So once the cookies and catch cans, I'll give it away in the last half hour. So okay, guys, check this out. Valley 10 Speed ESS. Let him tell you the specifics. Okay, I'll let him tell you what's done to the car. Let him write it down in the chat. But I'm gonna show you Valley 10 Speed in Mexico racing this car. This car's beautiful, guys. Look at this car. This bitch is bad. This is the car he raced. Okay, a Gen 3 with $6,000 wheels. I mean, $6,000. I mean, easy. $6,000 wheels. So let me get back to the here. And this is supposedly the first race. Check it out. Look at that. Got him. Okay, so he got him there. And then we're going to have the second race is a better race in my opinion. Cali, Mr. Valley 10 Speed was right there with him, took care of him, and no beef, no nothing. I guess he's a cool dude, no problem. Hector Vasquez says, hey Alex, 13 GT500, what happens with the stock clutch that it locks me out of gears of TR6060? Wow, we really got the peasant chat going today, don't we, guys? Here's the peasant chat today. I'm gonna take my earbuds off because I don't want to hear myself anymore. Dude, your stock clutch is not going to disengage properly at high, especially when it heats up and swells up. Okay, you want to be able to shift at high RPMs with your anything stock clutch. You're going to have a bad time. The pressure plate, the clutch, just does once it's spinning at really high RPMs. After it's been hot, it's not going to let you go into gear. So you need an aftermarket clutch. Period. That's just plain and simple. Looks like Houston gut car with bougie wheels, right? Where are you? Alex, I just purchased an ESS ESL blower. Put a pinche 956 la verga, cuz. Oof, Mike Rasovic with the burn. You mean $800 a month wheels? Mike Rasovic. You might get the cookies. Have you won cookies before? Or do you want the catch cans? Mike Rasovic, do you want the JLT 3.0 catch cans or do you want the cookies or coffee? You get first dibs. Do you mean $800 a month wheels? Mike Rasovic, if you have not won anything before, Cookies or coffee or catch cans, let me know. Hector, you need to check your clearance on the slave cylinder. Might need to shim it. Less shows, more retards. Exactly. Exactly, right? Cookies and catch cans sounds like an early 20s trans cover band. I hope Valley made enough money from that race to pay for his gas bill to China. We raced a Whipple car. Oof. Alex, what do you think about the new 6.8 liter Mustang? Those Balax look like they got about $700 in powder coat. Affirm, make some sweet wheels. Where's Mr. Rasovic? We got to get him. Valley Tensby says, I got a level 2 4 innovations, cams, stage 2, ESS G3X, lunch sauce, bakes stuff, stock trans. Guys, that's the killer right there. Stock trans, no clutches, no nothing. And he is probably close to 900 rear wheel horsepower. I have no idea. And a lot of you guys go, well, give me Valley's tune. That doesn't mean you're going to run what Valley's run. That doesn't mean you're going to run what Valley runs. His shit just works. No, sir, I haven't won anything. I'll take the catch cans and go buy some cookie. There you go. So, I'm Mike Rasovic, do me a favor. Send me an email at ydbtforlife, ydbt for life at gmail.com. gmail.com. Right there. Mike Rasovic, and confirm your identity. Once you confirm who you are, get me your address. Because then I have to tell the guy who's giving away the catch cans who to ship them to. So Mike Rasovic, you're going to have to go ahead and get me your confirmation of who you are and your address so that I can have the gentleman send you the JLT 3.0 catch cans. And they look really good. They're not junk. They seem to, meaning they don't look worn and used. But you'll get the catch cans. And I still have coffee and cookies to give away. Valley 10-Speed beat the Rent the Wheel sponsored car. Oof, gosh, damn it. I need the catch can. I'm broke. Sponsored. That Affirm sponsor at 3% APR. Mike's a regular. Yeah, guys, by the way, I saw what Melissa posted today. She and James Lake, EPA, they've been shipping out a steady flow of good size orders. And I forgot, I want to thank you guys, man, because you guys are awesome. And I don't know if most of you guys can make up the bulk of the customers, but at least if it's even 25% of you guys, badass shit. I mean, seriously, badass. I love the fact that you guys are supporting small business. Oh My God Cookies makes the most insane cookies, period. And they're a show sponsor, and they give away cookies every Tuesday on this show. And you will become a believer if you've never had them. Go to their site. Use my code YDBT at checkout. You'll get a nice little, percentage off. I don't know if it's 5 or 10%. I forget, but you can do that. Get some cookies. Get fat. Thank God Admiral Peck is here. I was getting roasted. But Alex, I think the car has a little extra. It's a factory freak. Congrats, Mike Rasovic. Send him your social security and a picture of your ID for the catch can. There you go. They got those wheels at Rent a Wheel for only $2.99 a week at 80 weeks at 6.8. Damn, Turvey getting out of here. New junk better than old junk, kinda. You got it right. You got to send a stool, a sample. Y'all making it real. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, the cookie stuff, you guys are really making, believe it or not, a big difference in that couple's lives. I see it. You guys are kicking ass. What do you recommend for cams for a Gen 1 3.0 Whipple car, stock, NA, Stage 3? Kyle, what are you doing? The great cam debate is something I've wanted to have for a very long time, and I think it's time to talk about cams. You never need cams. I repeat, you never need cams. Okay? You can make 1,000 horsepower on stock cams if you have the right boost combo. Stock cams have been as fast as 750s in a Gen 2. Stock cams can make 1,000 no problem. If you're one of these guys that are at 600 to 900 rear wheel horsepower, cams are not for you, in my opinion, in Alex's opinion. Now, if you're making 12, 13, 1400, and you want to lessen the cylinder pressure a little bit, lessen the torque it makes so it's a little more manageable on the hit, and make a bunch more horsepower at high RPMs, sure, get cams. But I think cams are not worth a dick. up until 900 horsepower. The Fairmont, stock cams. The red car, stock cams. The white car, stock cams. Jake's 1,000 horsepower truck, stock cams. I don't know what the fascination is with cams. They're not going to chop. They're going to take away torque. I've seen guys put cams in a stock manifold, stock cold air intake car. I repeat, I have had guys put cams in a stock manifold, stock cold air intake, pump gas car and complain about power down low. Cal was probably an LS guy asking him silly questions. Every chat is peasant chat when I show up. Cams don't do much on the Coyote. All it does is shift your power band. Exactly. Guys like Brian Luna need cams. Hey, PA, you were great last night, but I wanted to chop. Stage 3 ghost cams are the best. I want the chop, Alex. Soft flips in the deep throw. I did it at Factory Freak once. Tony likes making an appearance. Usually he's been sleeping and just chilling, but ever since my girlfriend's dog has come over a couple of times, he just fucking loses his fucking mind right around this time. Is he PA giving away the catch cans? No, I already get another company gave away catch cans. He doesn't want to be mentioned. He doesn't even want to be like, he doesn't want the clout. He comes from nothing. He runs a big company, or he is part of a very well-known company in our community. And he said, I love where you come from. I love that you do peasant chats where you don't charge for questions on Sundays. And I really want to be a part of this. I have a bunch of stuff that we interchange and lay. There's a lot of parts just laying around. And I'd love to contribute, at least on the peasant chat. He forgot about the peasant chat, hit me up this morning and said, hey, can we give away some catch cans? I said, sure. What are they? JLT 3.0 catch cans, 2 of them for both sides. I said, sure, no problem. I'll give them away today, and I'll give away the cookies today at the same time, or coffee, whatever you guys want. The Gen 1 might blow up before you even get the cams. What lift duration so you recommend for my ghost cam? I'm late. Don't bother starting over because I'll watch you. I don't want cams because the lope isn't consistent. Mendoza's Coyote mentioned a video that pissed me off to no end where a guy was complaining for clout that the Lund Ghost Cam tune isn't consistent and doesn't drive well. Bro. Mike just says, I sent you the verification email. Okay, I'll look out for it tomorrow. Let me see. YDBT for life. Beautiful. Got it. Okay, gotcha, brother. Here's my old ass. Oh, you're old? Let me see. You're young as fuck, dude. He was born. Oh my God, you're light too. Good for you. I'm actually happy it's going to him. He's a young kid. Good for him. Yep, he's a young guy. Bullshit. I picked up 35 horsepower on my HCI ported Cobra Jet. Full bolt on the 85 with stage 2 cams. Okay. You picked up 35 horsepower. But I bet you your 60-foot time is slower. I bet you your 60-foot time is slower. Wow, the like button ratio is on point. The like button ratio is on point. Gotcha. Just wondering of the power moving to the right, is it worth it for the peak power? Well, according to him, I'm bullshit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He picked up horsepower, but he lost torque, and he lost 60 foot, and he lost 8th mile. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Only because I have more data than anyone on this chat. I'm just saying shit I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm just coming at you with no data. I'm just saying shit. Not because I actually have data, dynos, tune thousands of cars, and have an actual database that I can reference. No. Rob Howe did it, so everyone should do it. I'm getting a 14 up from 50 next week. So glad we had the cam talk today. So what do you think about the 15 intake cam swap and send it? He wants to swap a Gen 2 cam and a Gen 1 Coyote. Ah, man. Hey, Angel, you want some cookies? You want to put Gen 2 intake cams in a Gen 1 control system. I don't know what to do anymore, man. I thought we were past this. I thought we like had a moment that we figured all this shit out. Okay, that answered my question. I'll just keep the stock cams. Thanks. Most of the time, the power gain up top doesn't make the difference of what was lost down low short track. Short track is the most important. No. He said that he did it, so everyone should do it. Bro, I picked up an eBay chip and gained 69 and 20 miles per gallon. Se mamó el vato. His tuner has to be turvy. Don't ask cam questions unless you want that smoke. Tell me where the intake cam phaser parks and how you're going to make it work with a Gen 1. Oh, second shift racing. You've missed a ton of shit here. Yeah, also wants a 10R. Alex trying to die with smoke inhalation. Damn, all you. Damn you all, sorry. It's always one step forward and two step backs. Man had to smoke up the room for that one. That's how you get pistons and valves to kiss. No. The intake cam on a Gen 2 is parked 30, it's 30 degrees different. So at zero commanded on a Gen 1 operating system is really negative 30. Stuck there. And you can't move it forward or back. Oh, bro. I thought we covered this 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. I thought we covered this 2 years ago. And we're still talking this stuff. Hey, Alex, when has anyone done a 10R80 swap with Gen 3 cams on a Gen 1 truck? No. Why not? Bro. All these questions are because of SNN. Va a salir retardado. And I think this is all Mustang 6G. This is new guys coming over here after seeing that Xander made 800 horsepower on 2 PSI. Then he installed a 10 PSI belt. Like, eventually you have to watch those channels and go, yeah, they're not telling me shit. They're just showing me what they got. They're not teaching me anything. So let me go to Alex's channel. Hey, Alex, I want to do that. Thank God we had the cam talk today. Woof. Thank God I've been getting so much misinformation out there. It's not even funny. So I can't wait to put a 15 cam on my 14 F-150. He must want that VVT. Are we sure this isn't a Subaru chat? Hey, Alex, I got a 17 F-150, 5 liter. Do a lot of towing with it. Seems real lazy down low. What's some mods I can do to help? So, Justin, usually 17 F-150s are pretty torquey. Has it been modified at all? Has someone put an 18 manifold in it? Does it have a Boss manifold? If it's bone stock, it should actually tow pretty freaking good. So I can't imagine why you feel it's lazy down low. Alex, can you tune my Coyote on Honda? Jesus. So belt won't give me extra 2 PSI? The Baltic Bro needs the cookies for that one. What did the Baltic Bro say? What's the Baltic Bro? The Baltic Bro. Where's the Baltic Bro? I don't see the Baltic Bro anywhere. Louis Ceballos. Alice, I want to go higher than 8 PSI now that I have internals, and how much more boost can I run on the same tune? Or leave it in retune for higher boost level. Louis, I think your car needs to be looked at again. If you have stronger internals, but you're still on pump gas, again, whatever 650 or 700 robo horsepower, even if it's forged, I wouldn't tempt fate. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really want to rattle the pistons, even if it's all forged. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone put cams in it. Thanks for all. You're talking about the 17 F-150, right? Monty 540. I think you've won stuff already, so I don't want to give you the coffee. But I might give you the coffee. He said, maybe somebody put cams in it. Oh, that's so good. Monty 540. I got to remember him. These questions is how you can tell men don't read or listen to instructions. What size tires on the truck? Probably feels lazy with an 87 in the tank. Alice, I was wanting to put 8850 cam in my 19 F-150. Will it work? The Blob was dope. Worse, there was a Blob too. I bought a Mustang PP1 today. I'm doing a Lund Racing tune. Why? They've tuned them all. Learn from the best. Buy from the best. Like that. Thank you, BD. Ever since my divorce, I have been lazy down low. I just peeped the New Balances under the Shelby plate. You never noticed the New Balances? The Shelby Ave? Shelby center cap? Shelby grill? Shelby cap? Bro, it's all there. It's all there. Alice, I've noticed 21s and up 5.0 trucks rev to 6,800. Do you know what they changed to go that high compared to previous years? The heads, the cams, the injection, the manifold, the pistons, everything. The red car father killed himself using a 6-boost belt. Fucked up some dumbass with apparently stock GTR. Pegged the dash before I let off. Keep trying to be hard over hard enough. 373s fixes a lot of the 6R80 F-150. Ultramax says, Alex, does Lund still support new customer tune orders in Cali? Yes. I called another company to tune my Ranger and they won't tune Cali vehicle. Will tune. You have to sign a waiver. So, Alex, what's the single biggest upgrade for power and otherwise bone stock engine? It's totally stage 37 cams, right? Just peeped. I thought it was peeped. He said peeped. No, my cookies. What? Baltic, I don't know what you said before. I couldn't find it. Admiral got his number 7 tattoo on his neck. I'm tuned for Pumpy 85. Stage props are on point for the talking shit show. If you look close enough, you can see the Shelby condoms he has on the rack. Wrong. Real men don't wear condoms, bitch. B cam 15 cam. Can I put 4 times FRPP hot rod 4 FRPP hot rod cams in my Coyote? Doesn't Ford sell some kind of cam for the Coyote, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't think they're called hot rod. I think they're called Thumper or some shit. Or maybe that's comp. Who knows? I have never won anything. Monty 540, just because you said maybe he put cams in the truck, based on everything we talked about today, you win the cookies or the coffee. So Monty 540, EPA, or Melissa, please grab Monty 540's information. Let's give him some cookies. I highly suggest YDBT, Uranus, and Nothing Better. Those are badass cookies. So Monty 540, congratulations on the cookies. And what's the other gentleman's name? What the fuck's the other dude's name? Boy, I got way. Mr. Rasovic won the catch cans today. So there you go. Monty 540 and Rasovic. We gave away 2 things today, so it's not a bad deal. And I like making less shows or doing less shows because I think, you guys paid a little more attention. You have a couple of days to build up some questions, talk some shit. Today was the cam show. It was just this dumb shit. Like people still to this day don't understand the cam setup. And I have already talked about Power by the Hours talked about it. There's been countless videos about cam selection and what can interchange and what cannot. And I'm blown away that to this day, people still ask about the cam stuff. Where we at? Thump is Comp. Thank you. Comp sold the Thumpers. Thank you. You can tell there's a lot of super owners in here trying to give Alex a heart attack. I had the Thumpers in my old 3 valve. Congrats, Monty. Hit us up on Instagram. Yes, at Don'tMyGodCookies_LLC or Don'tMyGodCookies.com. Comp's Mother Thumper wonder if it slaps harder than a 3/4 race. Quick 6 for 6R80. When will Lund tune the 21 F-150? Cams? Yes, those questions that we've covered many times. Quick 6 sucks. Ask Adam LZ. 21 F-150, not yet. Soon, once it's able to be flashed. Look, right now, in order to flash an F-150, you got to stick your dick in the tailpipe, your thumb in the fucking throttle body, and tickle the door. It's a fucking nightmare. Until you can flash it through the OBD2 connector, nothing can be done right now. Usyk or Joshua? Usyk. I have no reason to believe Anthony Joshua can outbox Usyk. Anthony Joshua has to hit him with a haymaker, and then they're going to have to fight again to even it up. So, in my opinion, Usyk. Pussy Pounder says, hello, Alex. I wondered if Coyote cams fit in older. Stop it. I'm done. The Cam PSI belt show. Right. Hey, you got a 7 PSI belt. Oil prices dropping. Fuel prices coming down a bit soon. The 23 F-150 factory performance cams and variable belt. Timing. The 2-valve sounded good with thumpers. Slow, but sounded good. Looking for love in all the wrong places. At least I paid for my cam questions. I knew they were dumb. Usyk by decision. My arms are not long enough to reach the throttle body. I want a VMP 21 F-150 so bad. They look awesome, but no tunes. What do you mean you want an Odin F-150? Look, that's about the only blower I would run in the truck, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to rep them. I don't dislike them. I already rep them, and that's all. Guys, that reminded me of something. So I'll give you a quick story for the last 10 minutes. Papi Alex is going to give you a quick story for the last 10 minutes. So we talk about industry snitches a lot. And I was in the shower. And, in the shower is like the only time you have time to think. Like really, really think. And I remember one occasion when I worked at VMP that reminded me that at every level you have snitches at every level. So before Roush released the 2650 front feed, okay, nobody knew what it was going to look like except people in the know. We had one. VMP was given a 2650 blower to do some testing on it. We quickly found out that the IATs were very high. We put it on Track Attack. Okay, it was on Track Attack. By the way, I got a story about Track Attack that will blow your fucking minds, but the timing is not right. So we had one. So they were going to unveil the Roush 2650 at SEMA. I think 2016 or 2017. Something like that. Or 2017, 2018. One of those two. So we met in Roush's trailer to talk business. At the time, Roush did not know that Whipple knew exactly what their blower looked like, the design, the case, the throttle body, everything. Whipple had gotten word, maybe some kind of document or pictures of, look, this is what Roush is developing. And the look on the gentleman's face, I'll never forget the look on his face. I sat there, and one thing I could do really well is shut the fuck up and read a room. And I forget the gentleman's name. He's a good-looking guy. He was the lead guy at Roush Performance for the blower stuff. And he was told by Joe at VMP, by the way, on this Facebook feed, on this Facebook post, Whipple is basically telling everyone exactly what the Roush blower looks like and what the pros and cons are going to be like. And I thought, Roush has snitches? Or somebody was feeding information to the other camp? And I sat there because VMP was directly attached to Roush, and we wanted to see at the time what was their next blower to see if what we could do about it. And once we got our hands on it, we found out that bitch is a dud. It makes good power, but the IATs are through the roof. And the look on the guy's face when Joe told him, yeah, Whipple knows all about this blower. The guy was like, literally dumbfounded and slapped across the face, because at that moment, at that exact moment, he realized he had leaks in his camp. And I thought to myself, at this level, there's chivas out there? At this level, there's motherfuckers going and telling the other side what they're... Dude, this industry's super fucked up. Super fucked up. And I thought to myself, if there's snitches at this level, I cannot imagine where people get their crumbs. Oh, please, let me get some crumbs. How many snitches are in that level? And not only snitches, thieves, stealing ideas, print, stealing designs. Legit. ripping people off left and right. So I thought that was a good story. That Roush's design was leaked to Whipple months in advance before they debuted their blower at SEMA 2018 or so. It was a crazy, crazy time to work there. Mike says, cookies have been ordered. Wouldn't complain if I started packing on the way from these. Didn't Mustang Lifestyle get in trouble for BMP releasing info to Roush or something along those? I don't know. No idea. You have idiots at every level. Level 2, Alex. Right. Trust me. Story time is dope. I'm stuck at home with the flu. This chat made my day. Man tickled the door handle, my 2-valve Explorer, and got walked by a Nissan Murano. Odin on the 350. I'm a dealer, so I get them for a hell of a deal on the kits. Gotcha. Understood. Nobody's safe in the industry. Jake LaBella said, yeah, nobody's safe anywhere. That's why I keep my mouth fucking shut. You haven't seen anything leak out of Lund camp. When was the last time you saw a leak out of the Lund camp? Are there leaks in other camps? Oh, yeah. All you got to do is get someone a little drunk or give them a little bump, and they'll tell you their whole fucking life story. Solid as fucking Lund. Solid as fuck. Whipple's Chinese spies were like, the Americans are creating this Roush blower. Strap my like. Good night, Alex. Good night, Hot Sauce. Did someone leak the Taurine tune? That's what R&D means. Read and duplicate. Tyler, we've already had this conversation, right? Like, dead and gone and buried. We done already. We done this research. We done. The C8 photos were out 1 month before its release. Lund is watertight. And if there's ever a leak at Lund, I don't think that guy will survive. I'm going to be honest with you. Like a leak. Like something that we were... How many of y'all heard that Lund was developing multi-tune stuff before Junior said it? How many of you guys know for a fact that Lund was working on multi-tune stuff before Lund said it? We've been working on it for a long fucking time. Long fucking time. Tito Ortiz? The $1 cars at VMP, guys, those are great stories, but Track Attack was BJ's creation. BJ McCarty, shout out to him. He actually is the guy that got me a job. BJ McCarty he literally resurrected me from the dead. He resurrected me from the dead. So I owe a lot to BJ. And you know, the whole thing that went down over there wasn't my favorite, but it's one of those things where the industry is cutthroat. So you should kind of do what you got to do. But BJ, yeah, he has my respect forever. But he was the brainchild behind Track Attack. Oh, sure, Travis and a couple other people definitely helped out with the design, the artists, and all that stuff. Excellent stuff. But there's a story involving those two cars, guys, that is the funniest fucking shit. And I reference it to this day to the right people because nobody knows about it. And unless it was leaked, see, there was no leaks there. Everyone was quiet on that shit. But that's one of those ones that I could say. I don't have an NDA or anything like that, but I'm not going to say it today. But eventually that story will get out. Senior will send the wolves after the leak if there's ever one. When can we get a live stream that's full of these stories? Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to have to do like one story at a time. Is that the same Roush blower you say is a dud? Yes, Sean Alva. It's a dud. I have my Track Attack shirt, but for the garage days. Nestor, what up? What up? I'm late. Hey, Nestor, I found a belt local. I appreciate that. BJ2, my GT500, wealth of knowledge, and a good dude. Fixed a few issues too. Yeah, he's a good guy. You know, he knows the 07 to 14 platform pretty good. I think, you know, he's limited based on some software stuff, but his base knowledge of twin-bore throttle-bodied GT500s is pretty solid in my opinion. Imagine whoever leaks at Lund stuff would end up like Sasso. Absolutely. Didi, remember Didi? When they open her up? Where's Sasso? Oh, no, I don't have Sasso here. Here we go.
Ooh, what's that smell? Sasso, man.
It's
That's
Sasso.
Sasso.
Exactly. Listen to the peasant chat.
Used to
When
be
you're
wrong.
talking about New Balance shoes being comfortable, they also are only main brand that some of their shoes are still made in the USA. Timing is everything. Alex, BJ was the one that pushed you into tuning again, right? I was out there in the desert, no prospects. People like JLT, people like a bunch of other people were saying, Alex is gone. Fuck him. Look at him. Unemployed motherfucker. Fuck him. BJ was like, yo, you want a job at VMP? And I'm like, man, I can't help you. and I might have a non-compete situation. He goes, don't worry about it. We're going to get past that, and we're good. And I appreciate the opportunity. Now, when I got in there, busted my ass, and I wasn't paid properly for it, and that's okay. So I went somewhere where they paid me properly for it. But BJ got me back in the tuning game, and I think he did a really good job. Did a really good job of like encouraging me to just come on, work for us. You'll work remotely. Come up here a couple times a week. We'll make it work. And we did make it work. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys had a good time today. We ended up having a good talk about what we can and can't do in the tune. Then it became the Cam show. And we ended up talking about boost belts. Yes, that's right. 7 PSI belts, 8 PSI belts, and 10 and 30 PSI belts. GT Garage, yes, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that another time, not right now. Alice keeps his cards close. He's smart, building his channel instead of getting off in the weeds with some clout. I am not looking to... That story might hurt people and money. So you got to keep some of those things on the hush-hush. But, boy, it's good. It's really good. All right, guys, have a good night. I will be back on Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for YDBT Daily. Tomorrow, I'm going to release a video. That's right. I converted the white car back to NA. Show you the process of making a custom CAI for it and getting it all started and tuned up. Just a regular garage video, broing out with you guys, cutting some pipe, retrofitting some stuff, a little bit of finagling, tuning, and hopefully that'll keep you guys good until Thursday. And then I plan on releasing another video Friday and Saturday. I'm going to do this for a month, see how it looks. And if it's something that's sustainable and good, you guys will benefit. I'll benefit. Everyone wins. All right, guys. See you guys Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the dating channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. At night. We'll talk some shit on dating stuff. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you guys later.